So I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole right here. Oh crap. You may have this condensation, but this takes condensation to a whole new level. I mean, check this out. There's literally like 2 inches of water, like full standing water inside this thing. Does the light work? No, not anymore. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and replace this, and we're gonna show you how to do it step by step. So let's go ahead. First of all, we're gonna go ahead and open up the trunk. And we are going to put the part number, so I'm not going to say just long numbers and all that stuff, although it's right here. But before we get started, I want to explain. This condensation happens pretty often in a lot of the Teslas. And instead of me explaining to you exactly what's going on, Tesla Gurus, which we'll link also below, did a phenomenal job of explaining what's going on. But just a summary is the welding, the plastic welding that goes here, there might be a micro crack or a hole somewhere around that area. It's not fully sealed, and when that happens, air cannot escape, or air is coming, I guess water is coming in and it's not leaving, right? So that's part of the issue, and once you seal it up, it can be fixed. And they do a very good job of, I guess, teaching you how to fix it. In this case, this is no longer fixable because it doesn't work anymore. I mean, you could, I guess, very, very difficult. But also, the older models like this is a 2018, have this sticker that is supposed to help with some of that condensation, the sticker right there. So this is something that helps, and then you can see that all of this is where it could have some issues all around the edges over here where it's welded. So we're gonna go ahead, this is a new one that we got from eBay. Here's what you need. You need a towel and a channel lock, and this really helps in getting this screw out, right? You need a bunch of trim tools, and we actually have our own Tesbro set that we're using. This is a modified. I actually cut this in half because it was really hard to get in that area, so I just cut this one in half. It's an 8mm, okay, ratchet. So before we go ahead and show you how to replace all this, we thought we might have some fun. Let's see how much water is actually inside this tail light, the outer tail light. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole right here. Oh crap. Look at this. Oh, the water is finally draining over here. We'll put another hole, just because, on this side. Oh man, look at that one. That one's really flowing out. So that's how you fix it. Now you have a weeping hole right there. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't ever do that to fix this tail light. This is not the right way to do it. We just thought it'd be fun just to see how much water. It's still coming out. I mean, this one's kind of done just because of the angle. This is much better well suited for it to flow down. So that makes sense. And you can see that this tail light is gone. It's no longer working. It's kind of a hazard at this point. That's why we're replacing this and making sure that he has a working tail light for braking. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how to remove it and then replace it with a brand new one. So the first step is, it's very, very simple actually to replace this, is you want a towel like this, and there's actually like a bolt, I guess. And what you wanna do is grab the channel lock. I guess you could, let me just go ahead and get it to the right size. The reason why you do this is if you don't want to damage it, but if you don't care, you don't have to use this. Just be careful around the paint. There you go. So once you get it started, it gets easier. You can see that it just comes off like this. And it's just like that. Very, very simple. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the seal. And all you have to do is just kind of pull. And once you pull, it loosens up the seal right here, and then you get better access to the back over here. All this is held by is 2 8mm bolts, right? And it's really, really easy. We've done this before. Do not drop that bolt. I mean, it's really hard to get down there, so be very careful. This is even harder because I'm not doing it blindly. But do you see this right here?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go ahead and loosen that. Oh, other way. Okay, once you loosen that, you can actually use your finger. Go slow, don't hurry up. You got all day. And use your finger to loosen it. Once you get it, so right here, the bolt. So there's 2 bolts just right above. You're gonna do the exact same thing. And just loosen it up. And once it's loosened, you're gonna use your finger again to grab it. If you kind of look at my position, I'm using my index finger and my thumb, and then I'm kind of cupping in case it does fall, it falls on my fingers, right? So we got the 2 bolts now. Make sure you disconnect, and you want to squeeze. It's just a push and then pull. So you can see right here, this, you just pull this down, and then this should just come off really, really easy. Once you have that, this should pop up pretty easily. And one thing you want to do is just pull it back. There you go. Okay, just so you guys know, I wanted to show you, these are the 2 bolts that we just removed right here. And then this is pretty long. So all you have to do is push or pull straight back out. Sometimes it could be easier. In this case, this has never been removed, so it can be a little bit hard. So I like holding like that. Oh, there you go. Boom. And look at all this water coming out. And that is spring water. All the fishes are out, all the water is out, and this is, wow, this is nasty. So I really can't see if there were any cracks necessarily, but I'm assuming what Tesla Guru explains is this is where a lot of the cracks happen because this is where all the welding happens. So this is most likely the case. I'm not going to do the test since this is broken, but that's what's going on. So removing it is really, really easy, and putting it back on is also not that difficult. That is a lot of dirt. It's amazing how much dirt is right there. So to put it back, it's exactly the same thing. We're going to grab the brand new tail light over here. You're just going to line it up perfectly. Boom. That looks great. It's lined up. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side and go ahead and connect it. Cool. And I have, it's the same thing. So you're reversing it now. Hold it down like this when you're doing it, because what will happen is you'll push that out. So we're going to go ahead and get it started. Cool, I got my first bolt started. And then up here, awesome. I got both locked in. Make sure you have it in the right correction. And the first step I'm going to check is, does this brake light work now? Boom. Make sure you put this back, and this is just going to be a bolt that goes up here. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that in. You don't have to over tighten this, honestly, but go ahead and once you're in, I can just hand tighten it. If you really want to, you could do the tighten with the channel lock as well. Just a little bit, I don't want to go too hard. And then if you did remove the seal for a better access, just make sure you put it back. And this is a very, very important step. Okay, if you don't do this right, your trunk's not going to close very well. So you're going to go ahead and go through. There we go. Get the liner right there. And let's see if this closes well. We're good. So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about changing taillights. Again, if it's a brand new car within a year or so, honestly, just talk to your service station and they may replace it for free. If you are out of that warranty or you want to just do it yourself, go ahead and do this. And again, if you have just a little bit of condensation, go ahead and check out that video from Tesla Guru. They show you how to fix it, and I think it's a very, very good resource on how to do that. But in this case, a lot of water, broken, so that's why we replace it. If you have any questions below, let us know in the comments. And again, it will mean a lot to us if you press that subscribe button and that little bell button. So we'll see you next time.